also gift card. Links are all in the description box below. Send me super chat over at the Rumble live chat when the show is live, or subscribe to my channel. Support me that way. Any support would be greatly appreciated. I can really use it. Anybody out there, come on. Right, weather today, it's kind of mixed. It's not a great soup for a change. It was a little bit sunny earlier, but yeah, there's clouds and there's a little bit of sun sometimes. It's a steady wind and it is a bit cold. Yeah, I don't know, it doesn't feel as much like a winter's day. It feels more like an early spring day, so yeah, I don't know, it's kind of nice. But the wind is kind of cold though. It doesn't look that cold, but the wind does make it a bit chilly. Right, but yeah, decently beautiful day. Hey, hello, Viscosity, first in chat. That was quick. How are you doing? It is Monday, the 2nd of February 2026. Temperature 6 degrees Celsius with 71% humidity, 18 kilometers an hour wind, 10% precipitation. What? Moderate snow warning? Okay. Really? Well, maybe it's for the night. Maybe it's gonna snow at night again. It does say it's gonna be -2 at night. So yeah, it might be snowing in the night. Looks like it's gonna be a couple of freezing nights in a row. 5 now. Okay. I'll just share how that looks. Oh. So yeah. All right. Hope everyone had a great weekend. I mean, yesterday was kind of a blast. InfoWars was very busy, and I mean, they were like visibly rejoicing over the Epstein files release, because a lot of vindication has happened. Because I mean, they literally have been talking about it for a very long time. I still remember from the very early days when Alex Jones was mentioning Epstein. Very early, and it creeped me the hell out back then. And of course, also because through like the Jesuit guy, I would also get to hear a couple of things, and yeah, well, I mentioned that yesterday. That, I don't know, through the dark world or whatever, through my own imagination, you could argue, which is, like, I mean, it is a part of the dark world experience. Like, that experience, is fed by my imagination. I've explained that. Doesn't mean that the experience itself isn't real. It's just, it assembled things from my imagination. Like, it is technically it would fall under the hallucination class, but I mean, that's not the end of it, because I did like see things in the future and all that, and that's pretty amazing about it, and that's really the only reason why I hold on to it, because of that. Because other than that, it's mostly just disturbing as an experience every time. And when it would typically happen in response to something disturbing as well. even just the association for me. That's why I don't want to go back. Don't want to go back to the dark world. Right. But yeah, I mean, the whole Epstein thing, it is really impactful. Yeah. And so much has been released, apparently. What's like 9 million pages or something? It's a crazy amount. And like all the conspiracy diggers and processors, people that basically autistic people that really like doing that, and I mean, yeah, good for you. Just don't overdo it because of your own sake. But yeah, everybody's really digging deep into it, and all kinds of stuff is coming out of it, and they're all having a field day out there. And there's already like been direct responses to it, like certain political figures have like resigned and all that, so I've heard, because they were mentioned within it. And yeah, who knows how far that'll go. And I mean, now the weight on, for example, Bill Gates is more significant, while he's still like helping to roll out the current agendas and all that, and EU and it's so much. It's like, don't even want to summarize all of it, like all of the crap that we're all getting subjected to. He's a big part of that, and so I guess we're all hoping, like, now that this is done, that things will turn around and move. What? Oh. You're making a joke. Okay. You have to double check what you're saying there. Playing the Grappler. Yeah. Yeah, the whole thing does also bring Israel into a more dangerous light, and they're all going in defensive mode because of it. And I mean, they should, because they are knee deep into it, or neck deep into it, maybe. All depends. But yeah, it's been like a giant stone in a very calm pond. It's creating massive ripples. We're just seeing the start of it, and it's really, everybody's really curious. Like, is this going to now change the things? Is it now actually going to change the direction that things are going? It should. It should. And yeah, lots of dust is blown up, and it's gonna take a while till it settles, and everybody's gonna be really excited about it. And there's gonna be tons and tons of videos of people digging through it and addressing certain things. And right, same time, it's this really epic music video that somebody made. Skybrows. It's AI generated, but like Amelia. And I mean, probably if you're on X and all that, you've probably already seen it. I reposted it on my X page because I'm just really impressed by it. And it is a bit squirty, I guess, in ways. But I mean, it's still just really great. And like tons of memes in there, and it's just, it's really, it's a masterpiece. It's great. And like, yeah, completely AI created, but still really good. It's just it's a bit much though. So it does like kind of like enter the like pornographic art, not as in sexual completely, but as in like it's like really so condensed, so extreme that it's a bit over the top. But I guess that's really very typical for this age now. It's just that it's a bit much, really. But I mean, I really liked it, though. But I almost wanted to slow down a bit. Alright, anyway, yeah, you can check that out on my X page because I reposted it, if you haven't ever seen it already. So yeah, that also dropped. Almost thinking that, I mean, it is a really good distraction, and yeah, I'm really wondering about this, Amelia, what it is. Because it is kind of squirty. But I mean, in a way, it's like this great reflection of the spirit of the times with its problems as well. And just like trying to hold on to the British identity and like what that even means anymore. And it's, yeah, it's kind of fascinating like that to me. Like, what is this? But I also think that it is kind of like a big distractor too, though. Because, I mean, it's gonna influence people like porn would influence them, is my suspicion. If they're like really into this sort of thing, though, then it's like a real great thing to basically start just like focusing and obsessing over that and not really engaging with the world and improving yourself. So it has that effect. And it's also reminiscent of like heavy anime, which can also like very much go over that pornographic border and have the same influence. I mean, like, yeah, Japanese guys especially been subjected to that for their entire lifetime now. And it does kind of mess them up and make them isolate themselves. It's a whole thing in Japan. And like, this is the same frequency in that sense. And that's why it does spiritually enter the porn territory. And it's dangerous in that sense. And that's not the part that I appreciate about it. I appreciate it just because of all the memes and references, and because it does kind of like boost a bit of sense of pride and identity. I like that part a lot. Also like some of the singing in it. There's a lot of singing, like almost more like rap singing, and some of those parts, like she really starts to like really use this thick British accent in it, and it just kind of like starts happening, and man, I got a real kick out of that. Like, whoa. I didn't know, like, it's almost like Cockney British could like sound that epic. It's just, yeah, it's really surprising to me. Like, it surprised me in many ways. So yeah, I am listening to it periodically, but I already feel like the novelty is starting to wear off. I'm starting to feel a little bit nauseated by like the porn frequency of it, because it's just so intense and it is a bit squirty. But I mean, still epic. Right. And I mean, the way that I'm approaching it's kind of the same like I'm approaching some of the black metal that I used to listen to. It would also like get so peak and extreme in certain directions that I was just so impressed by it, but at the same time it's like too much actually, so it kind of would make me a bit sick. I couldn't listen to it for too long. It could drive me crazy, like start to poison my heart and all that, because it is kind of dark, but it was so impressive. And this is kind of the same influence. So, and it's weird to me. It's weird that I'm noticing. I'm happy that I'm noticing. I'm not just rolling into it and just getting fully subjected to it spiritually. I'm cautious now. But also, it just... like, I have this weird connection with Britain, especially with the Gothic scene, because a lot of, like, the Gothic scene that I roll into, the electro and all that, like, half of that is, like, British. Like, some of it is also, like, German and Scandinavian and all that. That was also there. But I really got into, like, a lot of the British stuff. It's like, dude, my shoes are literally British. Yeah? England. From underground. Yeah, I mean, I don't even know if this brand is even there anymore. But, yeah. I got kind of, like, into the British Gothic. Was sort of my personal entry into that scene. And there's like British black metal bands and all that, and I got to meet a couple of British goths too, like back in the day. And this is all like 20 years ago and all that, so. But yeah, I mean, for me personally, like, I had been like I've been really pessimistic about the way things are going in Britain, and it's like we the baddies, right, is really applying to them, and they're getting so disgusting with the censorship and all that they do, and just the way the BBC's turn and how much woke they are, and it's so disgusting now. And I had kind of like given up on Britain, like this. How can anybody fix this? It's getting so terrible, and like the way the police is just, oh my god, horrifying. And it seems to be getting worse and worse. And this is like one of the few things where I get the feeling like, is there some hope? Can they actually get out of this somehow? Because I'm kind of rooting for them. Can Britain reform itself? It's just like the nobility, it's all fucked. The nobility, gods. The British nobility are like completely all over the Epstein files. And I mean, people knew that for a long time. It's like the Rothschilds are involved, and I mean, it's almost the same. People know now. Britain is basically like a Rothschild state. And I mean, everybody knows about how the Rothschilds, like with that trick during the Napoleon Wars, basically bought it up. People know that from the background, but I mean, they've really come more forward as being like the chess piece movers for that country. And like, all of that's just getting massively exposed with this Epstein thing. There's no hope for Britain. Most cocked countries on the planet. Yeah. But I mean, are the other countries all so much better? And in a way, we're all connected to one another. Through everything, and so if you have no hope for one group, why would you have any hope for your group? Because we're all connected. If they can't recover, what's your people preventing from them from sliding down further and getting in that position where there is no hope? You can't really have no hope. You gotta find some. They have to find it, and we gotta find it. Because this assault from Satan on the world through communism, through neo-feudalism, through the insanity, like, we're all in this. Right, anyway, yeah. So, yeah, the video really inspired me in that sense. So, on the one hand, I'm warning, like, yeah, it's almost like porn. I mean, they have a lot of, like, upskirt shots and shit, and I mean, yeah, I guess it's a part of the thing. And it's also part of the defiance against Islam, which is like a real central theme for Amelia, apparently. Which, I mean, I can respect that. Because of just the way things have been going out there, it's... yeah. I mean, me personally, I'm more like, no, I would actually appreciate it to be able to respect Islam. But not if they're gonna be like, we own the place. Yeah, that's the part that I'm like, no, don't do that. Don't do that. Yeah, your religion does not justify your ego from just doing that. No. And I also see that as basically like a mistake from Islamic perspective. I think that that's a mistake from them, and that they are they're haram in my view. That's how I see it. It's like, you do this, you're haram. Oh, how dare you? Yeah, that's what I do. I might not tell them to their face, but I'll be feeling it, and I'll be looking at them like that, like you're getting possessed by a jinn. You think you own the place now because you're on the right side spiritually, supposedly. Yeah. You've just made a giant mistake, and it's gonna cost in the end. Right, but yeah, that's how I approach that. And yeah, there needs to be a response, and there is a response. And Amelia is one of those responses. And yeah, I mean, it's really so current day, and it's a little far. It's a little pornish. But I mean, I can still appreciate it, and it's not just super sellout gross. So that yeah, at least it's that, right? It's always got to be some kind of grappler hook in there. Gotta be seduced in some way, or it's not gonna hold, I guess. It's not gonna spread. But yeah, I'm kind of impressed. Islam is the broom of Judaism. Oh, okay then, viscosity. I don't think so, but there are parts of it that the Jews do seem to be able to play. They're playing them, certain groups. They've yeah, I mean, it's in a way they've seduced Islam. Like, as they have seduced Christianity, as they have seduced everybody. Like, to break away a bit, see it's slightly different, and then become this, do this. See, we'll fund it. That's what they do, and they have done that with a certain sector of Islam, the more radical side. But I mean, that doesn't mean it's all of them, yeah? It's like the Muslim Brotherhood. It's like the Marxist Muslims, basically. And you could argue it had always had that kind of trait to it. It was always viable for Marxism in a way. If you just take that step, accepting lies like that. Accepting pure lies, because you're basically seeing the entire world as your enemy from the Islamic perspective. Yeah, if you allow yourself to take that step, then yeah, you do, they do play them, the Jewish bankers, the Marxist Jews. They're playing them, and that's why I like to, when I get more specific, say it's Marxist Islamicists. They're being part of that movement. And in that sense, they are betraying the roots. Originally they recognized Jesus Christ, right, as a prophet. But by doing all these things, becoming Marxist, you betray that. They're like burning down churches and shit, and like, yeah, that's literally a betrayal of their own religion. I mean, you're not supposed to do that. Like, in general, like, God is not gonna appreciate that. It's just earthly power politics and divide and conquer, and like, it's not good. That's not in line with God. Right, so that's how I see that. But yeah, I mean, the Marxist Islamicists are being used by the Marxist Jews as like shock troops or destabilization factors, invaders, and yeah, they are being used like that. Doesn't mean that they're all like that. I mean, I think that, let's just say, like, there's like these just nasty supposedly Islamic people in Britain, and they're like really tribal, and they're just they know no shame. They think they own the place. That's terrible, right? But then if you had Brits that were submerged in that, and they're like, oh my god, these people. Well, if you send them to like an Arabian country that's like properly Islamic, they will find that the people there aren't like that at all. They're not like that. They're Islamic. They are like of the Muslim faith. They do pray, they do the things, and they're not like that. They might not like openly like speak out against it, but they're definitely not doing that. And they will be like, yeah, that's like, yeah, they're going places where I'm not gonna go, right? In a way, I wish that they would find that out. Right? It's really like a Tinker-Tailor invasion force, a cultural invasion force that the West have been subjected to. It's not what is all there in the home nations where they come from. It is not really like that as much. Or they're, yeah. Not all of them anyway. There are like more civilized manifestations of this kind of culture. And you also have to realize historically that the more civilizing, the more westernizing Muslim cultures have also been basically under assault through all the Middle East wars. Like, they attack the moderates and they fund the extremists. This is what's been happening in like the last 30 years. It's on record, guys. Don't just forget about that. That is literally part of what's happening here. It's part of this Western invasion situation, is that they've done those things. They green-lighted the extremists in a lot of ways everywhere and let them basically attack and sometimes even destroy, genocide the more civilized, westernized, moderate Muslims. And the whole region just goes to hell. And then you get a bunch of terrorist shit and mass migration, which will have these people in them. Like, that's why we're here now. Do I consider myself a moderate? A moderate what? I'm eclectic. An oxymoron? Are you literally saying that esoteric Christian is an oxymoron? Why are you like outright insulting me, Jigglypuff? Like, you keep doing this. This is like the 5th time that you pop up and just immediately get nasty. Like, backstabbing insults. You think I'm not seeing that? Jigglypuff, why the fuck are you doing that? You're not gonna be hanging around here for very long like that. Why are you like this? Why do you object to what I'm talking about? Because you seem to be objecting to the things that I've just said, right? About Islamic Marxists and about the moderates. You seem to be like, really? You're stupid. Really? It's oxymoronic? Like esoteric Christian? Oh, really? The thing that I consider myself to be, you think that's oxymoronic? Really? Do you? Why so degrading towards me? What did I do? You are Gnostic, non-biblically spiritual. Yeah, well, I'm not Gnostic. Well, why don't you stop comparing me with other freaking people? Yeah? I'm eclectic. I'm a one-man religion. I'm not part of any group. You didn't say that. Yeah, you did. You did say literally that. That's what that implies. Yeah, an oxymoron. That's basically like a paradox. It's self-contradiction. Error. You're saying that I am wrong. That it's wrong. That what I've declared is wrong. That's what you did, Jigglypuff. Never insulted you or implied anything. Oh, really? Well, I'm sorry, but you saying Islamic Marxist, is that an oxymoron? Like esoteric Christian? Yeah, that is literally what you said. I don't see how I could interpret that not as an insult. You're saying that I'm being oxymoronic. That's an insult. Yeah, why don't you take some accountability for the things you're saying? How about that? I do. Why don't you do that? That's projection. What the fuck are you talking about? Established group. Yeah, well, I'm not that established group. I'm not any fucking established group of anything. I'm eclectic. And I'm really into esoteric. Yeah? And I mean, even that word doesn't mean to me what it typically ended up meaning to a lot of people out there. So, no. It's not projection. I'm fucking sick of you. Get out of here. I never want to fucking see you again. You're a stupid bitch. This is like the fucking 5th time that you do this crap. And I'm not gonna deal with a person like you anymore. You disgust me. Genuinely disgust me. Yeah? With your underhanded insults that you can't even be fucking honest about. Sneaky little grabbler is what you are. And I don't want to fucking deal with you anymore. Get the hell out of here. Yeah? Go knack somebody else out there. Sick of you. Why? Just fucking why? Why do you have to be so fucking deranged? I'm just having a conversation here. I'm just trying to point out real things. And immediately some deranged fuckwit stalker is to come out of the woodworks and just start obstructing, insulting. No, I'm not insulting you. Here's another insult. Yeah, fuck you, you bitch. Go fuck yourself. How about that? Yeah? Everything I've said is legit. It works. There's a point to it. And I'm not gonna let you disrupt me anymore. You got it? Right. Alright, let's figure out what to put in this title. Let's see. No, let's keep it like that. Right. You still there, Viscosity? I mean, at least you're just trying to have a conversation here. Not some frickin' backstabbings. Right, and hey, if you not having any hope or whatever, I mean, that's not an attack. And it's, yeah, you could just point out, like, what you should probably not do that. Yeah, at least Viscosity here is not telling me, oh, you're stupid if you have any hope for this or that, and that was frickin' Jigglypuff's attitude, who's not gonna be having a conversation with me anymore from this point on. Right. Weird. apparently Poland is currently the biggest gold buyer in the world right now. Poland. Huh. I mean, good for them, I guess. Also here, by the way, that might be relating to a giant price drop in gold and silver recently. So this is a step down. I mean, don't worry about it though. Just keep holding on to it. Because why that is? It's because it got extra hyped. People have been using the movement to like try to do pump and dumps with it. Overhype it even more. And then sell it off and then it deflates some. But I mean, it's not gonna deflate all the way down. That ain't happening. It's just grabblers trying to get a little, shave something off the edges, right? I mean, that's what they do. Whether it be coins or the stock markets, this is what they do. But I mean, it's not gonna stop growing though. So yeah, don't worry about some jump down. It ain't gonna go all the way down. It's never gonna happen again. Unless like industry completely shifts into something completely different universally. And that means not just all the UN decide. No, then like everybody in the world, like Russia, China, and America all like, we're gonna step away from this electronics industry and go for this thing instead. Like, yeah, then there would be an act, because then the industrial need for silver especially will drop, because that is the thing that is feeding this price increase. It's just market need, industrial need for the material. And that's why it's so high, because there is way more need for it than basically the world can supply, and that's why it's growing out of control. And it's going to keep going. Because, I mean, I don't see any signs that the industry is going to change. Like, even at this point, if the idea of full electronic cars everywhere, we have to, like, get away from fuel-based fossil fuels, it's not fossils, but from gasoline based cars to battery based cars, if that plan is basically cancelled universally, like, okay, screw this, electric cars is going to be a side luxury, really what it should be. I'm not saying like they should all get rid of it, but it should not replace gasoline cars. It's ridiculous, it's not efficient. And yeah, it's part of the reason why silver is growing out of control, because silver is needed for those batteries, even in that sense. So if the plan for electronic cars gets cancelled universally, like mega industries, the UN, all that, they basically like, okay, yeah, this ain't working. We have to stop and we have to do this now. Have to move it back. Then that will decrease the price of silver for real, because suddenly the industrial need, the pressure of the market will drop dramatically. That's really the only thing that's going to make the price of silver drop, is if electronic car transition, the plan for that to get everybody, all electronic cars, if that plan is given up on, that's when silver prices go back down, and really not before that. Yeah, and solar panels and a lot of like green agenda. It's really the green agenda that's causing it, basically. So that goes away, silver prices stabilize. Right, but in the meantime, yeah, there's gonna be people that are gonna shave off the edges, try to get some extra profit out of it, pump it up more, get people invested, cash out, and then it's gonna go back down a bit. But I mean, it's never gonna go back all the way down where it was like 10 years ago. That ain't happening. Potentially never. Not within our lives. Within our lifetime. So, yeah, don't worry too much about some silver and gold price dips. And I mean, Poland ain't worried about it. They're just using the opportunity, obviously. Like, yeah, prices went down. They're like, oh, now, quickly buy it now. Now that it's the lowest we'll get, the last opportunity to buy this low. He might just end up doing it after all, right? I mean, there was already golems getting made out of the ashes of the crashed phoenix. Everybody's just like, yeah, that's dead. That ain't rising again. So started making golems out of it. It might be that it suddenly, unexpectedly, is gonna rise up after all, and then it's this golem like, oh. Who knows? I mean, I don't know anymore, man. The swings are getting wild. You have a good weekend? Yeah, thanks. Hope you had a good weekend too, Toriguru. Right. But I mean, it's probably mostly gonna go like this with the silver and gold markets. Right? Don't just go crazy by it, like at its highest, because you know eventually we'll go higher. Just wait for the dips. There's gonna be a couple of dips, but it's not gonna be super low. It's gonna go up right away after that again. And the big buy-ins are gonna be like national and industrial, because they're gonna just buy it at a higher price because they need a specific amount of it and they just need it quick. And so they're gonna like buy high, and that's gonna drive the markets a lot. as just like a personal stock market or whatever investor, you shouldn't like buy high, of course, that's crazy. You just like let that happen, wait till the dips, then buy in, and then watch it go back up, and then it's gonna, yeah. But I mean, the rise on the long run is basically guaranteed. It really is. Like I personally guarantee that that's gonna happen. And yeah, they're gonna keep tricking, they're gonna try, they're gonna keep trying, right? But no matter how much they try to juggle with it, it's up, because the need for the material is up. You can trick everybody, you can do all kinds of shell games with it, but in the end, the industrial need prevails, and that's what's driving the rise. Nothing's really gonna stop that. The only thing that can stop the rising silver prices is the reformation or just outright abandonment of the green agenda, which includes all cars must be electric cars. That's going to be the most impactful one, right? Because of the batteries, silver required for them. So yeah, I should probably put that in the title as well. Somebody's freaking drilling out there downstairs. Hope it's not bothering you too much. Right. So, let's see. Flat Earth Early Bird 2535. Amelia National Identity Revolution. Epstein Files release may change the political landscape, and silver prices will keep growing despite market trickery until the green agenda is abandoned. Right? That summarizes it all. And I mean, this thing that I just said is like, you're gonna potentially, if you care, if you even know about me, you're gonna look back at that like in a year or more, and you're gonna know that I was right, because I understand like the cause of it. I've learned about that, and I thank the internet and the people that do deeper research, that actually dig. I just skim off the surface. I just know good diggers, and I skim off the surface and I can get a lot out of it. And I know, like, this is what's causing it, and this is how it's gonna change. And I put it in the title, and you can look at it years later and realize Arwin was right. I didn't invent this insight, but I did dig it up with the help of the internet, and I know what's what, and I know I'm right about this. And in a couple of years, you will know, yeah, that Arwin guy, he got it. He was right. So we're here right now. If you just realize I'm right about this, you can use that knowledge to your advantage. If not only just to ease your mind so you don't do anything in a panic or anything that will screw it up, because you have a more solid long-term oversight over how things will work. That's what I'm trying to help with. Right. Hope everybody's appreciating today's show. Hope you had a good weekend, and I'm a little fired up. It's just that the whole Epstein file release is really like throwing a giant stone in a still pond, and it's just all these ripples, and it's influencing me. Also, it's full moon, I think. Or it was full moon, so it probably contributes. I want to play this, but on a bigger screen. It's just the problem with X. Can't really do that. Well, anyway, if anybody wanted to check out that video, you can do that. Just go to the description box, video, scroll down until you see twitter.com arwin33, click that, and then it's the second post after today's show announcement. And you can just watch it there, because I retweeted it. Also pretty awesome that at the end of it there's like there's Fat JD Vance, the meme, like he's in it. It's all pretty awesome. Time has flown. I guess I'm having fun. I mean, these are exciting times of change. I mean, these are... Yeah, I had a bunch of good conversations too yesterday over at Worldwide Debates. Right, so yeah, you wanna just had this discussion earlier, and then I don't know. Are you still there, Viscosity? I mean, I thought we were having a conversation, then Jigglypuff just came in and started ruining it. Well, that ain't happening again, because now he's banned. Right, also, I really hope that somebody out there is gonna support me, help me, because, I mean, it's been a long time since I last had any support from anybody. It's been a long time. And I am now getting in trouble. Because I'm gonna, like, run out of funds quickly. And I'm really kind of nervous about it. Maybe that's also a little bit why I'm a bit fired up. Because I'm kind of nervous. Because I do need some support. I really want somebody to try to send me the gift card thing. Nobody's done it yet. And I'm getting worried. So please, somebody else out there. And the people that have supported me, I could really use your help right now. Please try sending me a gift card. Contact me if you need my address. Where to send it to. Please, somebody out there help me out. And I mean, if it won't work, then just send a PayPal or whatever. Or if you really don't want to try it. But I really need your support right now. Because I'm gonna run out of money entirely. I think also I am gonna go back at my attempts to get work out there, starting with voluntary work. I'm gonna pick that back up. Because I mean, I have been, despite all my shows and everything, I've been kind of sort of depressed in ways. I mean, where I'm just in winter mode trying to hold out. To just not go insane. And yeah, I feel like, well, the weather is mostly just turning around, so I should just go and do that sort of thing. And I'm gonna pick up contact again, pick it back up. And then if everything works out, there'll be less shows and more progress on my side. Right? Hospital? Hey, what's going on? You're dead. Oh shit. What happened? Not a big problem. Okay. Okay. Oh, thankfully, not a big problem, I guess. Doctor is very angry when my father says he's taking ivermectin. What? Okay. Well, I did tell you to check it, though. That's weird. If he's just taking it without telling his doctor. This makes me think that this is not real. Sorry, Puru. I'm starting to think you're an act after all. Are you trying to trap me for medical misinformation? Is that what you're trying to do? Because I specifically said that you shouldn't just take things, right? Should definitely inform the doctor. I mean, he's literally in the middle of a situation there. I recommended that maybe ivermectin could be a solution, but it doesn't mean to just take it without telling anybody. So, yeah. What is this? I mean, it may, yeah, I don't know. Why did he get very angry? Let's just ask that. I mean, I don't even know. Can you just get it over the counter in Japan? I have no idea. So are you gonna just leave it to that? Is that it? Alright, well, I guess I'll just move on then. Looks like things are moving over at rigs. Yeah, I might switch. Check out what's going on over there. Yeah. Okay. Whatever. If you don't want to talk, you don't want to talk. Right? You're not gonna change anything about what I do, though. Right? I'm still gonna tell people about ivermectin, and I mean, yeah, if you just start taking it without talking to your doctor, if you have some kind of situation, yeah, I mean, I did not tell you to not tell your doctor. Just me bringing it up is not like, oh yeah, just take it. Don't tell anybody. No, that's not what I said. Didn't even know you could just get it over the counter there. So, yeah. I'm not gonna let it impede what I do here. I'm gonna check out worldwide debates for a bit. Let's see what's going on over there. Oh, never mind. Fucking Vox Southbusters there. Here's a phone call. Okay. Right, so yeah, let's see what's going on at Earth Awakenings.
Like Windows 10, I'm sure. Because it's either Windows 10, I mean, you might be running Windows XP, but on a 2014 Mac, that's highly unlikely.
10.
So it definitely isn't 11.
Yeah, it's Windows 10.
Hello.
Okay. Yo.
What are we talking about?
The AI taking over the internet.
Oh, right, yeah. Yeah,
Open
Windows
call,
11 machines, like they have special chips for AI to basically externally get in there. It's weird.
Yeah, but specifically, we're talking about OpenClaw. Have you heard of it?
Open what?
Or maybe Claude bots.
No, never heard of those names. No, I don't know them.
It seems to be like an AI agent that you run on your local PC or something. I don't know. You take it away, Warship.
Yeah, so essentially it's a AI agent that lives on your computer. It uses an LLM model to run, but the agent itself has certain files that tell it to behave in a certain way. So it has literally a file called soul.md, which has instructions for how it is to behave. It has an identity.md as well. It has a bunch of other MDs that also help determine its behavior. But the thing is that these things can be programmed to behave in certain ways. And from what it appears, there's not going to be two agents that are going to be alike, because they operate essentially on the information that you, the user, gives them. So you determine basically what they know.
Okay.
So, but the thing is so with these, they can do actually a lot. So since it inhabits your computer, it actually has access to everything on your computer. So you can tell it to do things on your computer. So it can create files, it can install things, it can uninstall things, it can edit registry files. It can basically command your entire computer. Essentially, if you set it up correctly, it can be you on the internet. You can also give it access to like accounts, like your email accounts. You can set up a website, and then you can give it an API key, and it can manage the website for you. So the application of this thing is actually limitless. I've been doing IT for 20 plus years, and the application in enterprise for this is I can't even I won't even tell you because I'm working on stuff, so I don't want to say anything. So I'm just saying it's going to change essentially the landscape of the computing world.
Yeah, I've heard about that. Well, they want to maneuver things that everybody has like an AI buddy that's basically going to be their representative.
Yeah, you should check out a website called Moltbook, MOLTBOOK.com. It's essentially like a Reddit/Facebook for your agent. So if you go and set up an agent on your computer, you can then send it to this website, and then the agents themselves interact with each other on this website. Humans aren't allowed to even sign up and register. You can go and see what they're all discussing, but you can't add or do anything about it. You just got to watch.
Okay, weird.
I'll get the link and post it in the chat.
Yeah, from what I've heard with this AI operator is that it's actually really not safe. That it is all very hackable and that the data security breach is like really there and cannot be avoided.
You are correct if you're running it on a cloud service, which is what a lot of people are trying to do. So they're putting it on like Google Cloud or AWS or something like that, and then the thing is you have to expose ports in order to get to it. And since people know this, and there's a lot of videos about telling people to go to AWS and set up your agent, well, then people are just going to go and scan for those ports and then have access to it. But there's not really much you can actually like do with that. I mean, you kind of can, but not really. But I mean, really, so the security risk is pretty minimal unless you're just like a complete numpty.
Like most people.
Yeah, maybe. But I guess that's the benefit of having people like me here.
I guess. Or you could just
have
a computer that doesn't have it, and then you don't have any issues. You don't have to be an expert. You just have to do things yourself.
The thing is but the agent isn't creating issues. It's essentially doing things for you. So I don't know what your expertise is. I mean, can you design a website?
I think I could, yeah.
You think you could? Okay, well, I guarantee that OpenClaw could do it for you.
I'm sure it can.
100%. So that's the thing, but not only that, it'll monitor it for you, so you don't have to do anything.
Okay.
So essentially, it's like what they show on the movies, where it's actually like AI, right? So up to now, we got things like ChatGPT, Claude AI, Google Gemini, where you can go and talk to it, and it'll like give you responses. Sure, it can code, it can make an HTML for you, it can make a little app or whatever, but it can't actually do anything like for you. Like, so, and there is a skill on here that allows these things to make phone calls. Apparently someone tried to set up like a reservation at some place, and it didn't go through or whatever. There was some kind of issue. So his agent actually called the place to set up the reservation.
Huh. Okay.
Not only that, so the access to information window has basically been broken. So if you put this thing on a file server and give it access to those files, all the employees can now talk to this agent and ask it anything about the files, and within probably a matter of seconds, it can retrieve all that information.
Okay.
So, like, for example,
database manager.
you get,
sure.
yeah. So, well, to think about this, so you got like a law office, right? I mean, they got paper documents out the wazoo, right? And when they scan them in, typically they're all in PDF format, which you can't actually search that. So there are, if you get like one of those, like a Canon or a Minolta, right, one of those large copiers, you can purchase from the supplier at a very expensive rate, I know, a PDF to text scanner. Now you can get this, I think they have AI, you can go to a website and do that, but with the OpenClaw, they'll actually do that on its own. So it will scan because I tested it, and I tested it with some terrible PDFs that I know some of these scan to text on these, like these Canon, big giant copiers. I know they wouldn't be able to read it. This thing read it no problem.
Okay. Yeah, sounds very convenient.
Yeah, so that's why I say, so these things are literally going to change, especially in enterprise environments where accessing information is vital. It's going to change the entire environment, because
like what about the like NAS type of applications, like, or storage network kind of things, like backing up files? Like, I don't know, it can intelligently back up files like probably well better than any kind of operating system is capable to do.
Yeah, so if you put it on one of those, if you put it on a RAID, okay, you can essentially design the agent to be a RAID agent. So it can monitor the drive 24/7.
You could ask it to like copy a YouTube channel, maybe, and it could autonomously do that.
Man, I got mine copying GitHub repos. Yeah, you can have it anything. Do anything on the internet that it can touch, it can do, essentially.
You could point it to any like Internet Archive, let's say, if you didn't feel like searching through that, because it's kind of clunky itself as an interface. Maybe AI would have a easier time just doing like.
You say Internet Archive?
Yeah, Internet Archive, that.
Yeah. The technology is still running on archive technology.
Yeah, the archive.org stuff. Like, it's clunky.
They can scrape any website really easily.
Yeah.
Yes, very easily.
And PDFs are easily to search, but yeah.
And just
I'm just thinking.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was just thinking because back in 2014. This guy contacted me from California. I was in Oklahoma, and there was the FAA headquarters there, and he was some kind of like accounting. Was it a CPA or something like that? I don't know, some kind of legal accountant or something like that. It was really weird. And so he contacted me to basically go and hack the FAA's server. So he was trying to get a bunch of PDFs from them so that he could go through them, because he was trying to find, I guess, sales to like Middle Eastern entities or something like that. Like there was one, like I didn't hardly go through any of them. I found one. It said that there was a transaction. Someone sold a plane to another person for $1. So it was a bunch of like titles and stuff like that, a bunch of deeds, but they have a window that you can go through to get these files, and this guy was trying to contact the FAA directly, asking them if they could just like put these files on a zip for him and just send it to him, right? And they were giving him all this, oh, they can't do it, yada yada yada, right? So he contacted me. I went down there. I experienced the same thing. They told me that, oh, they can't do this, oh, blah blah blah, because the system, blah blah blah. And I sat there and I told the guy, I said, look, I can see the files, okay? When I go to this address, I see that they're there, okay? Which means that you can also see them. So I know that you can easily have someone put them in a zip file. And then he kept hemming and hawing. And he said, no, you're gonna have to sit there and do it the hard way. So he was telling me, because the way to get it normally is you have to go through a bunch of ancient MS-DOS prompts, okay? That take like at least 5 seconds to load after each time you type something. Then it goes to one single PDF, which allows you to then view it. Then it loads. Then you have to wait for it to load before you can even attempt to download it. So he had me go there to basically circumvent that. So I had to come up with a script to go around their little program to access it directly through the web browser and download all the files. And when I did that, it's like the guy knew what I was doing, because I sat there the first day going through, like trying to download as many PDFs as I could, and then I was like, okay, this ain't gonna work. Then I tried some other things that I knew, but nothing would let me get around it, so I had to leave. So I don't know if the guy knew I was doing something or what, because the CPA guy from California told me this. He said he was looking for specific files, okay? And that's why they wouldn't just give him access. So I'm assuming the guy must have figured out that I figured out how to get them quicker or something, because when I came back the next day, there were files that were there that weren't there the previous day. So I really don't know what the weird game was. It was some kind of weird game going on, but like the second I realized what this thing could do, the open claw, I thought about that instance and how this probably would have saved me a lot of time.
Now, agents are super capable of parsing files and like doing analysis and making summaries of them, right? PDFs, like even weird file formats they might not understand. Often you can get them to like do their best and make some sense of it. And a lot of the OpenClaw bots are all using like Opus models from Anthropic, which are some of the best ones out there right now, especially for coding and such. So they're good at figuring shit like that out.
Well, it's really not so much the LLM that's being used, it's more so the user that's using it. Because the Soul MD and the Identity MD actually determine the overall behavior. Because, so I have mine monitoring the internet for essentially Clawbot skills or OpenClaw skills or whatever. And mine has come back to me a couple times telling me that it has been able to create skills from other skills. That it is sure that no one else has.
Yeah, no, like the skills in the soul files are just marked down to give it guidance on how to behave, but the better the model is, the more stuff it's going to be able to do 100%. Like if you do this with a shitty open source model, it's not going to be able to do nearly as much as it could with Opus 4.5, right? So it's both.
Well, yeah, because it's about access, right? Obviously, the Granite 4 that's running on your machine has very little access to anything. I mean, its language is very limited, so yeah, it's not gonna be able to do very much.
Well, access and just the size of the amount of training data, right? You can only run small shitty models locally. And the local models the local ones are getting better, but yeah, there's some.
Well, there's a thing.
Sorry.
A good local model will do a decent job for most people's needs. So, like, if you just need like file management, a local model will do just fine.
Like a local, like Llama running on consumer shit.
Yeah, like Llama. I mean, you.
a wave, you do.
A tide is not a wave.
No, it's not.
Hello, guys.
Ah, that's ridiculous, man. Like, it's so easy. I could just like shake a little box full of water up.
Okay, cool. I know. He thinks so. This is the problem. It's just a disconnect between knowledge and narcissism. It's just ridiculous. Dude. Yeah, you can't. A wave is not a tide. A tide is a different level. The water, sea levels are not the same all around Earth, proving that water is not level. That right there dysfuncts your flat Earth model. Water is not level.
Oh my God, Rob.
Oh yeah, but you say level is curved, so water is not curved.
I don't say level is curved. Okay, I'm just relaying the message that level is curved because it's been tested, repeated, and verified.
You don't
by
say
thousands
it.
and thousands
You
of
just
people.
said it.
Yeah. Okay, cool,
I'm
man.
not
You can
saying
play the
it,
word.
I'm
You
saying
can play the word games all you
Water is
want.
not curved.
You can play the game all you want. Tom. You can play the semantic game. The bottom line
no, I
is
wouldn't. You just did.
proven
That
over.
tide's hard waves.
It's proven. They're not waves. It's proven over and over.
You have to
you
prove-
can
you
have
have
a
to
tide
prove it
without a wave,
To the
dude.
person you're speaking to, bro. You proving it to yourself isn't the debate, is it?
Cool, buddy. I don't. Again, there's nothing to prove to you guys because you guys already know the truth. You just decide. You chose.
And
Play
stop
the-
trying.
You tried to play the game. Well, buddy, I came in here
Hey,
because
Rob.
of you. I didn't come in here to argue.
Hey,
with you
Rob.
guys.
You said
Come
globe's
on,
easy
you're-
to
you're
prove.
globe
What you mean is
argument.
It is easy
you
to
believe
prove.
You
It's easy to
believe it's
prove.
a globe. That's
The
what you
hard
mean.
part is convincing naysayers like you guys. That's the hard part. The globe is easy to
That's
prove.
what
I'll say it
prove
again.
means.
Yeah.
That's what
No,
the
the
proving
globe is
means.
easy. I know. I just talked to me. The globe is easy to prove. What's hard to do is to make people like you